Today I'm making a super moist and tender banana bread. This banana bread is made with a secret ingredient that is what makes it so moist and tender. And you might not believe it, but that secret ingredient is mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is a baker's secret, and don't worry, you won't even taste the mayonnaise. I'm going to mix up this banana bread in my stand mixer, but you can definitely just use a big mixing bowl and a spoon. Now to get started on this super moist banana bread, I have 3 large bananas that I have mashed up. So you want 3 large bananas, or about 1.5 cups or 340 grams of mashed bananas. You want these to be overripe, nice and brown, spotted, too ripe to eat. It's a great use for your overripe bananas. To the mashed bananas, I'm going to add 1/3 cup of butter, or about 75 grams of melted butter. This is salted melted butter, and I just melted it up in my little cast iron melting pot. Just add that right on into your mixing bowl. Next, we want 2 large eggs, farm fresh if you have them. 2 large eggs right on in there with everything else. Now I'm going to add 1 teaspoon or 5 grams of pure vanilla extract. Now I normally buy my vanilla in a big 16-ounce bottle, but I spilled mine all over the countertop the other day, so I'm using this little bottle right now until I can get another big jar. But 1 teaspoon or about 5 grams of pure vanilla extract. Now it's time for the mayonnaise. I'm going to use this Duke's mayonnaise. You can use whatever kind of mayonnaise you'd like. There's Bama, Hellmann's, all kinds of good mayonnaise out there, but use a real traditional mayonnaise rather than a Miracle Whip. It's just a little bit different. Now the mayonnaise might seem like a really weird ingredient to add, but mayonnaise is basically oil and egg yolks and acid. And in baking, the oil adds moisture and tenderness. The egg yolks are going to add a richness and helps the crumbs stay nice and soft. And the vinegar is actually going to react with the baking soda that we're going to add later and give us a lighter loaf. So we're going to add this mayonnaise right on in to our mixing bowl. Now this is 1/2 cup or 115 grams of this mayonnaise. Because we're using mayonnaise in this banana bread, it will be unusually moist and stay fresher longer, and you won't taste the mayonnaise at all. Don't worry about that. Now I'm going to add some flour. You can add all-purpose flour or fresh milled soft white wheat. This is 1.5 cups of flour or 180 grams. Let's put that right on in to your big mixing bowl. And to that, we're going to add some baking soda. Not baking powder, but baking soda for this. We want 1 teaspoon or 5 grams. This is 1/2 teaspoon, so I'm going to do 2 of these. So 1 teaspoon or about 5 grams of baking soda. And in addition to the baking soda, we're also going to add some salt. We're going to add 1/2 teaspoon or 3 grams of salt. I love this Robyn's real salt. This is what I always use in my baking and cooking. So I'm going to just pour it not over my mixing bowl for when I over pour it like I just did. So 1/2 teaspoon or about 3 grams of salt. Just add that right on in there with everything else. And I almost forgot to add my sugar. Luckily, I already had it measured out and sitting there, or I would have forgotten. Now this is a 1 bowl recipe, so the order that you put everything in doesn't matter, luckily. So we want 1 cup or 200 grams of granulated sugar. Just add that right in. Now if you want to use a little bit less sugar, you can get away with about 3/4 cup if you want this a little less sweet. But this recipe is fantastic as is. These are all of the ingredients already in my mixing bowl. I'm going to put this in my mixer and mix it up just for a minute until it's all well combined. I'm using my Housework stand mixer. This is a nice small mixer. It's great for single loaves, just like this banana bread. I'm mixing this on a low speed, and I want to get it just combined, and that is all it's going to take. You don't want any of the gluten to develop in your flour, so if you overmix it, that gluten can start to develop and give you a tough, quick bread. I'm going to bake this banana bread in this beautiful Caraway loaf pan. Look at this. This is a marigold colored loaf pan. I think it's gorgeous. Now, I love this Caraway loaf pan because it's high quality and it's non-stick without the non-stick chemicals. Isn't that neat? It's ceramic coated steel rather than Teflon or one of those other non-stick chemical coatings. So this is what I'm going to use, and I'm excited for these little loaf pans. I really like them. They really are non-stick, and I have made sandwich bread, all kinds of quick breads, zucchini bread, pumpkin bread, and nothing sticks. So I think they're wonderful. Now you could add some walnuts, some pecans, some chocolate chips, anything like that would be really good in this banana bread. I'm gonna go super simple today and just make banana bread. And I think it's really good. This one has a great taste, just plain like this. All right, this is such a simple recipe. Now that I have this banana bread batter in my loaf pan, it's time to throw it in the oven. I'm gonna let this bake at 350 degrees for about 50 to 60 minutes. You're gonna wanna do the toothpick test because everybody's oven is a little bit different. I'm gonna throw this in now and I'll show it to you when it's done. My super moist secret ingredient banana bread is fresh out of the oven. I let this bake for 55 minutes at 350 degrees. I was worried it was getting a little bit brown, so I covered it with some tin foil just like this. And then when I pulled it off, I pulled off some of the top. But that's okay because homemade does not have to be perfect, like I always say. This banana bread is gonna taste just as good. Now I'm gonna let it cool in this loaf pan for just a little bit, and then I'll turn it out and slice into it. I've let this banana bread cool in the loaf pan, and now I'm gonna turn it out, and hopefully you can see how easily it comes out of this loaf pan. Look at that, non-stick. Wonderful. Okay, mine did get a little bit brown, but you know what? I like my banana bread like that. I feel like it almost caramelizes the banana bread, makes it a little bit more sweet, and I like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and slice into this secret ingredient, mayonnaise banana bread. Look at that. Yes, it is so moist. What a moist crumb this one has. And that's because of that mayonnaise. Oh, it smells really good too. Yum. This looks so good. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bite. This tastes really good. No mayonnaise flavor at all. It's just super moist. Tastes like really nice banana bread. If you want to make this mayonnaise banana bread for yourself to see how good it is, I'll leave the printable recipe down in the description and on my website, robynonthefarm.com. I hope that y'all will try this and let me know if you like it. Thanks so much for being here with me on Robyn on the Farm. I'll see y'all next time.
Robyn's in the kitchen, dough beneath her hands, wheat from the fields and eggs from her land. Sunlight through the window, a warm golden glow. She's working hard to make that dough. With flour on her apron, loving each need, ground wheat fresh, sowing her seed. The smell of fresh bread rises in the air. Simple life without a care. In